welcome to your award-winning Kingsport Chamber Zone. We are the show that is all about Kingsport and this fantastic community that we call home. I am Laura Woods with Care Centers Management Consulting, and look who's back! Look who's back after a long hiatus, but much deserved because you do have a new member of your family. It is my good friend and co-host Bob Fegans with the Kingsport Chamber. How's everybody?
Hey, everybody's great. It's good to see you, my long-lost friend. I really appreciate all the prayers and acts of kindness. People have been so kind. We've been so blessed and so grateful for the outpouring of friendship and support. But Higgs and Laura, mother and baby, are both doing well. We're not sure about Dad, but I don't think we ever were sure about how Dad was doing.
You know, we're in some protracted contract negotiations with Higgs's agent, Laura, to get him on the show. I mean, she's a tough cookie, but she would have to be. But we are just thrilled to have you back. And what better way to welcome Bob back than to embark on our 12th season of Your CZ right here from the Kingsport Chamber of Commerce, and we're celebrating a huge milestone here today, Bob.
Yes, we are. It's the kickoff to the United Way of Greater Kingsport's campaign here at your Kingsport Chambers Juice and Java, which is being hosted by Seavers Bakery. Of course, the United Way of Greater Kingsport, what a great organization.
Yes.
They help 29 agencies, some more than 40 programs in our community. They inspire individuals every day to give, advocate, and volunteer. That's what the United Way of Greater Kingsport does to help people in our community. You've probably seen the big thermometers and banners around town. That means it's campaign time again, and we'll tell you how you can donate to this year's United Way campaign and about the impact your donations make on our community.
That's right. We'll have United Way's Executive Director Donnell Glasscock and Dr. Candace Sass, who's with Eastman Chemical Company and the chair of this year's campaign, on our show to talk to you about how you can help donate, just as Bob referenced, and as well as how your money goes to benefit the 29 agencies and 44 programs that benefit from the Kingsport United Way.
And this hoopla that's going on behind us here, this big crowd.
Yes,
they're
here for you.
I thought they were here to welcome me back, but no one has come up yet. So obviously that's not the case.
Donuts stand between them and you. That's the thing.
That's right. They are here for your Kingsport Chambers Juice and Java and the United Way Greater Kingsport's campaign kickoff. All of this is being hosted by Seavers Bakery.
Yum.
Seavers, yes, yum is the word. That's all you need to say. Seavers and yum. Seavers is a locally owned, family-owned business, also a Cosby Small Business Award winner. And we'll tell you all about all their delicious pastries and donuts.
Do we get to sample?
I hope we get to sample. The donuts are 3 feet from behind us.
So we need to speed this up because I don't know that there are going to be very many of us left.
Bakery. We'll tell you all about Seavers Bakery a little bit later.
And we're going to switch gears with you as well, because as we like to do every year on the Kingsport Chamber Zone, we like to feature the Walk to Defeat ALS. As we've shared with you before, of course, ALS, known as Lou Gehrig's disease, is a devastating disease that has a huge impact on those in our community. And we can't wait to tell you how you can help out the East Tennessee ALS Association by raising funds, by participating in the Walk to Defeat ALS, and hopefully one day find a cure for this disease. And as many of you all probably know, Bob, I think you know this as well, what has been trending with ALS has been the Ice Bucket Challenge, and there has been so many millions of dollars raised through that Ice Bucket Challenge. We, of course, on the Kingsport Chamber Zone have that same giving kind of heart, so we are going to participate. Scratch that. Bob's going to participate in the Ice Bucket Challenge today, and we'll do it right here on your Kingsport Chamber Zone.
Yes, I readily volunteered for that, but not with the same gusto and eagerness that Laura volunteered to dump the water on me. So I know you quickly stepped in to help with that. So
well, I want to participate.
Yes,
I want to help.
I'm sure you'll enjoy every minute of it.
Maybe. Maybe. We have a lot to get to. We have a lot of things to celebrate here. As I said, to embark your 12th season of the Kingsport Chamber Zone. But before we get to all that, we want to tell you what's going on. So here are your latest highlights. Well, as we mentioned in our opening, today is a huge day for the city of Kingsport because the United Way of Greater Kingsport kicked off its annual fall campaign, and that is the money that will be used to benefit the 29 agencies and 44 programs that the United Way does support. And here to tell us more about it, two ladies who take this campaign to heart. Donnell Glasscock is the Executive Director of the United Way of Greater Kingsport, and Dr. Candace Sass is with Eastman Chemical Company, and she is this year's campaign chair, a very important role. So welcome, ladies, to both of you all.
Thank you so much, for having us.
Of course, of course. Danelle, I think a lot of people are probably familiar with the United Way of Greater Kingsport, but why don't you go ahead and just tell us a little bit about it and how it benefits our community?
The United Way, we improve lives by mobilizing the caring power of the community. Our community is a set of individuals, all individuals, living together, working together for the benefit of all, and that's the heart of what United Way represents in our community.
Yeah.
Now, a big part of what United Way does, it impacts education, income, and health in our community. So talk about what United Way does in each of these areas to improve the lives of people living in Kingsport.
Yes, our vision, a better life for all. We want to provide quality education. We want to provide financial stability and good health. We do this through, as Laura mentioned, our 29 agencies and 44 programs and all the great work that they do. We have great agencies such as Friends in Need, Girls Incorporated, Small Miracles, Meals on Wheels. Many of our agencies just do an incredible job in our community and are well known for the great work that they do. But beyond that, we also try to look at root causes and address lasting change in community conditions. What are those root causes out there? And we do that through our community impact strategies. The one we like to talk about the most right now is United We Read. It's to help all third graders read at grade level in third grade. Right now, this is a collaboration with Kingsport City and Sullivan County Schools working together to get these third graders reading. Our teachers do a great job, but we need the community coming around and surrounding these parents, grandparents, neighbors, friends, to let these kids know reading is important. It helps them on the whole road of life after that.
Absolutely. So it's a fantastic program, and of course, Candace, United Way of Greater Kingsport just has such a far-reaching effect, but it has to have the money in order to do that. So talk to us about the campaign goal and how those dollars are to be used.
So we just announced our community campaign goal today.
Drum roll.
And yes, absolutely, it is a record goal of $4 million.
Wow,
that's great.
That is amazing.
Yes, it
and
is.
Just if you think about the size of community of Kingsport that we have here, $4 million, that's just incredible.
Oh, Larry, you're right, it is. It really is. And we have confidence that we can make that goal.
Sure.
Because this is the culmination of our 4 in 4 program. So in 2010, we started out to increase our goals stepwise and the giving so that we would have a strong base by the time we finally decided it was time to announce this $4 million goal. And I'd also like to mention that we just concluded our Pacesetters campaign.
Another drum roll, please.
Another drum roll. We raised over $450,000.
That's amazing.
Wonderful.
Congratulations.
Already on your way there.
Thank you. We are on our way there. We have confidence.
Yeah.
It is a challenging goal, $4 million, but we have confidence that we will attain it.
Yeah.
Sure.
And for all those who are already living out the call to action, the give, advocate, volunteer, we just want to say thank you for supporting this.
Absolutely.
Now, another reason why you should have confidence in reaching that $4 million goal is because the United Way has surpassed its campaign goal now each for the last several years. So talk about how you raise those monies to reach that $4 million goal.
Oh, that is a great question. So there's 3 main ways that we raise our money. Many of our area businesses run workplace giving campaigns, and this is something that we would like to encourage all businesses to do because it makes it very easy for people to contribute. A few dollars out of a paycheck really helps out United Way, so we appreciate that. So that's the first way, the workplace giving campaigns. The second way is to contact United Way directly, either through our website, uwakpt.org, or by calling our phone number 378-3409, and you can make that donation directly. And finally, for people who have already given to the United Way, they will receive a letter, and once they receive that letter, they can write a check and help us raise that money. We appreciate it so much.
Absolutely. Well, and it's, again, just a wonderful organization, so easy to give. Danelle, you do so many things in the community. Do you have any final words that you want to say?
Just want to remind everyone, every dollar matters. Please give and support and to improve lives in our community.
And our thermometers will be up throughout the community so that we can watch the campaign
watch it
progress,
grow
right?
Yes,
Go out the top.
I love that. I love that. When it spews out the
too.
top, it's fantastic.
Well, Danelle Glasscock and Candace Sass with the United Way of Greater Kingsport and Eastman Chemical Company, thanks for joining us, and thanks for all the great work you do in our community to improve lives. It's greatly appreciated.
Thank you all so much.
Thank you,
Okay.
Bev.
Thank you.
We really appreciate this.
When we come back, we're going to feature a yummy, delicious, locally owned bakery and hopefully even sample some of their products right after this. And welcome back to this edition of your Kingsport Chamber Zone, on location from your Kingsport Chamber for its Juice and Java.
And the Juice and Java this morning was hosted by Seavers Bakery. We're a fan of Seavers Bakery.
Definitely.
We've been there quite a bit. If you've never been,
Quality control.
Yeah, that's right.
That's the way I look at it. Quality
and
control.
the quality is always scrumptious at Seavers Bakery. But here now to tell you even more and why you should pay many a visit to Seavers Bakery is Anna Marie Davis. Anna is the marketing director for Seavers Bakery, and she's also a new member of the new Leadership Kingsport class of your Kingsport Chamber.
Yes.
And I need to point out she's just a fine, outstanding, and talented graduate of Emory and Henry College. So
Of course.
I have to get that plug in there.
Well, I mean, they have to get people in like her to raise.
That's right.
Where it kind of got
from
lower
the
just a little
non-talented
bit.
ones of us who went there. So
When you were there.
anyway, Anna, it's certainly good to see you.
Yes.
Yeah,
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, well, thanks for hosting our Juice and Java and United Way campaign kickoff this morning. Now, this first question, Laura and I could answer ourselves because we go there so much, but tell us about Seavers Bakery.
Well, my family has been making donuts down on on Center Street in Kingsport since 1968, a tradition that my grandfather, Ralph Coomer, started. And in the early 90s, he purchased Seavers Bakery, which was a local company out of Johnson City. And at that time, Seavers Bakery was only manufacturing fresh fruit pies. Then in 2009, we decided to expand Seavers Bakery into the building that we already owned in Kingsport. We felt like when one door closes, another door always opens, and there's always so much more potential and so much more opportunity. You just have to be willing to walk to that door. And since our expansion, we've brought a brand new donut recipe to Kingsport. We've made new boxes, new t-shirts. My sister designed a brand new logo for us, and we introduced a brand new product to the area.
And it's important. I think it's important to point out that you are locally owned.
Yes, my family owns Seavers Bakery here in Kingsport.
And when you say family too, you mean family.
Yeah.
I mean, 3 generations of family now, and everyone's involved. So yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, one of the neat things about being a locally owned operation is that you can do fun things. It's not just your cookie cutter, no pun intended, donuts, but you can do customizable donuts and that type of thing. So tell us about it.
Exactly. We have a few new things going on right now. We just launched our Royal To Go coffee carafes, which is a 96-ounce carafe, complete with cups, cream and sugar, everything you need to take your coffee on the go to wherever you're meeting, your event. And we've also got a donut package, so you could couple that with a dozen donuts of your choice and the coffee to go. And also recently we've been doing a lot of really fun events. A little girl did a birthday party at Seavers downtown, and we decorated her donuts for her with green and purple icing.
Fun.
So much fun. And we've done some UT events with orange and white icing and football themed donuts, and a lot of customizable things that you can do. Just give us a call and we can customize your donut dessert experience for you.
Neat.
In addition to being delicious, you can have your own themed donuts, just how decorated how you want it.
I'm just going to go ahead and say that I expect customized CZ donuts from here on out.
For every show.
I do.
Well,
It's an on-the-spot contract negotiation right now.
well, since I love them so much, it's guaranteed. So, well, now in addition to your delicious donuts that everyone loves at Seavers Bakery is also known, has a great reputation for what you do in the community, because you all give back and help out so many organizations. So, talk about how you all give back to the community.
I think that that's probably one of the best things about being a local family-owned business is we have so much opportunity and so much reach within the community to be able to provide and participate in events like today, like for organizations like the United Way that have such a dramatic impact in our community. Just to name a few, I mean, we've participated in the Moose Lodge Luncheon every summer during Fun Fest. We've participated in the Daryl's Dream Park at Warriors Path.
Yep.
We do the Turtle Derby with the Lions Club every year.
That's fun.
We had.
Do you decorate the donuts to look like little turtles?
Actually, we have not done that yet.
They
but
probably
that's a good
could,
idea.
you know,
Maybe.
if
Just
anyone
maybe.
could.
We're always there cheering on little cookie crumble and raspberry, though. It's a lot of fun. And that's just to name a few. We also are a huge sponsor of St. Jude Children's Research Hospital for all that they do for kids. And we did the Walk for St. Jude and Hope for Howie. Howie is a boy that he's a patient of St. Jude and an absolute inspiration. Wonderful, wonderful fella. He came down to the shop, him and his family, and we did a Sweet for St. Jude Doathon to raise money last year. And it's just an incredible experience, and you get to meet so many wonderful people, and it really is because of our community supporting us and believing in us that we have the ability to support our community and give back to our community.
Well, I think everybody knows where you're located. All you have to do is just put your nose out there and you can smell the great donuts. But in case people don't know where you are, or if they want more information about Sievers, if they want to contact you about the customizable options, that type of thing, what's the best way to get in touch with you?
Of course, we are located on 719 East Center Street here in downtown. Phone number 423-245-2441. Give us a call, ask for me. I'm usually there. You can also find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, the usual, and also online at sieversbakery.com.
And your hours, you're open?
We're open 7 days a week from 5:30 in the morning until 10 at night and 10:30 on Friday and Saturday.
Wow,
the most important thing is that they're open on Saturdays when I'm done with my long run. Because that's where I stop. Got to rebuild the sugar.
She comes and visits me often.
Sorry about that. But
I'm just kidding. Anna Marie Davis with Sievers Bakery. Thank you so much for being on the show, and thank you for everything that Sievers does for our community. We really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, thank you, Anna. And we'll have a preview of the Walk to Defeat ALS when we come back with more of your Kingsport Chamber Zone. And welcome back to your Kingsport Chamber Zone. On location here from your Kingsport Chamber of Commerce and this wonderful Juice and Java this morning, hosted by Sievers Bakery, that's kicked off the United Way of Greater Kingsport's fall fundraising campaign.
Joining us now is a wonderful gentleman, a true citizen here in Kingsport, and it is Dale Boyd. We've had Dale on the show before. Dale suffers from ALS, also known as Lou Gehrig's disease. Dale, thank you so much for being on the show today. We really appreciate it.
You're welcome, and thanks for inviting me.
Of course, of course. And for those who aren't familiar with ALS, it has gained some notoriety here of late, but for those who aren't familiar with it, why don't you just tell us a little bit about Lou Gehrig's disease?
What the disease does, the motor neurons they start dying, which your muscles start quit working, and that's all the disease affects, is just the dying of the motor neurons and the muscles that just quit working. Everything else, works. My mind,
sure.
I know what goes on and everything, but I just use all the use of my muscles.
Is there any kind of treatment or cure for the disease?
There's no treatment or cure whatsoever for the disease at all.
Well, Dale, you have battled this disease with such class and with such dignity, and you've truly been an inspiration to so many people. Talk a little bit about your own personal journey with ALS, and also how you've been an inspiration because you have helped others who have ALS cope with the disease as well.
Well, I'm going on 2 years and 5 months now with the disease, and when I first got diagnosed with the disease, we had our good days, and my wife and I, and we had our bad days and stuff. But the way I started coping with the disease was I got involved with the ALS support group here in Kingsport, and then I found out of a lot. We call our other friends that's got ALS our ALS pals, and so I started going around and visiting the other people that has ALS in this area that wasn't able to attend our support group, and it kind of helped me because they were dealing with the disease and went through parts of the disease that I'm fixing to face. So I learned from them.
One of the things that has grown in popularity has been the Ice Bucket Challenge. That has definitely gone viral, and it's done a great job of raising awareness of ALS. But a lot of people probably don't realize the purpose of it being an Ice Bucket Challenge. Can you tell us about that?
Once the Ice Bucket Challenge started, and what I don't think a lot of people are aware of, the reason they do the ice water with the buckets is when you pour ice water over your muscles have a tendency to tense up. Well, that's what ALS patients feel like all the time as parts of their muscles are dying. You know, they start drawing up, and that's how come they came up with the Ice Bucket Challenge for it. And once it got started, I mean, it's been great. I have been so blessed to see that this has happened, because, you know, they have raised over $108 million.
Wow.
Versus $4 million and some this time last year.
It's amazing.
So the awareness is getting out, and that's, you know, that's the main thing, is getting the awareness out to the people, to let them know what the disease is and how the disease affects you.
Sure.
And of course, Dale, you had mentioned the local ALS Association, and this is really just an angelic group of people who help people in the area who have Lou Gehrig's disease. Talk about a little bit about this wonderful organization.
The ALS Association here in this area has been real helpful to us. There's a lot of things with, you know, as you lose the disability of certain parts of your body, there's a lot of things that, you know, you have to have tools and things like that, equipment and stuff, and a lot of stuff the insurance companies don't pay for. So the ALS in this area has what they call a supply closet, and they have equipment, you know, for people that, you know, if they even have power chairs, they have walkers, wheelchairs, canes, eating utensils, just anything that you would need during the progression of this disease.
Sure.
And that's what the ALS Association in this area has really helped with us. And plus, you know, we have an ALS support group meeting the first Tuesday of each month, and then they, you know, they let us know of what new things have come out that helps. And a lot of times we just sit around and talk and cry and stuff with everybody too. But the ALS support group has been real helpful, and I would recommend anybody that would, you know, knows or familiar with ALS to get involved and volunteer also.
Well, and you bring up a great point about it being the ALS Association of East Tennessee, because there's certainly a national association for ALS, but the Tennessee chapter, specifically the local organization, is really important so that when people donate, they know to donate to that organization.
Yes, and that money stays in the state of Tennessee, you know, also. The National Association, you know, most of that money goes for research, and so, but to help the people, you know, in our area and stuff, people can specify on their donations, they can specify for it to go strictly toward research or straight into the association to help, you know, buying equipment and stuff like that.
So if they want to benefit the local association, they need to make the donation to ALS of East Tennessee or the Tennessee organization as opposed to the national organization.
Yes, and in order to make that donation, they can go to alstn.org.
Okay.
And an easy way to make a donation, in addition to going to alstn.org, is to donate to the Walk to Defeat ALS, which is coming up on Saturday, October the 11th. Dale, tell us a little bit about the walk and how people can participate.
Well, this is going to be my third year to participate in the walk. The walk is going to be held at the Warrior State Park on what they call Duck Island.
Yes.
And they're, what it is, people that's had relatives or friends that's passed away with ALS, they'll be there representing them in memory of them, and then plus people that has ALS will be there. And what we do, you know, we just try to raise as much money as we can from the walk for the ALS Association here in our area.
Sure.
And we do walk around Duck Island, so, you know, it being an ALS walk, everybody does walk. Of course, I'll ride but, you know, we'll have some free food and some music for entertainment and stuff, and I just urge everybody just to come out and support us.
Sure.
and that's going to be, again, Bob, like on October the 11th. I think it starts at 10 o'clock in that morning and maybe lasts till about 2 p.m. that day.
And it's important to note you don't have to be there to participate. You can donate if you can't attend, but you can also donate and volunteer year-round to help the local ALS Association.
Yes,
correct,
yes.
Dale?
And they, they have several volunteers that come out, and most of the volunteers do come out and participate with the walk and help getting the walk set up and everything the day before.
Okay.
And so, and also, if people want to volunteer, then is the website the best place to find out the information?
Yes, they can get on the website, and any information they need to know will be provided from the website.
That's great.
Well, Dale Boyd, we're honored to have you on the show. You are just a true inspiration to us and to so many. And please know our prayers continue to be with you and your wife Lisa and your family.
Well, thank you very much.
And stick around, because Bob's doing the Ice Bucket Challenge at the end of the show. Dale,
she keeps reminding me of that.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you all.
Stay tuned. We'll have more of your Kingsport Chamber Zone right after this.
Well, it's good to be back. It's been a great show to be back for as we start our 12th season. It is good to be back.
Did you get that on the tape?
Finally said something nice. Have to go away for a month. Get her to be nice. So. But we want to congratulate the United Way of Greater Kingsport on a great kickoff to its fall fundraising campaign.
Absolutely. We want to thank the great team at Charter Media who helps produce our show. We also want to tell you that to find out what's going on here in Kingsport, please check us out, Kingsport Chamber Zone. You can also call the Chamber at 392-8800. If you're feeling social, they are as well, so you can find them on Facebook and Twitter. Be sure to like their pages, be sure to follow them too.
And contribute to the United Way's campaign, go to uwaykpt.org or call their offices at 378-3409.
And don't forget Seaver's Bakery. You can find them right here in Kingsport on Center Street. You can also find them on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
And the Walk to Defeat ALS set for Saturday, October the 11th at 10 a.m. at Warriors Path State Park. Again, go to alstn.org for more information or to donate.
And for some fantastic barbecue, you can check out the Pig Palooza that will take place on October the 17th at Amy Mill Eatery and Trading Post in Rogersville. You can find more information on that by calling the Chamber at 392-8800.
And until our next visit together, we are Laura and about to be a very cold Bob, reminding you please be loyal.
And buy local. Have a great week.
Now we're getting ready to do this ALS challenge, the Ice Bucket Challenge. I just want to say, again, go to alstn.org to donate. I'm doing this, and I was challenged by my good friend's mother, not him, I'm surprised, but thank you, Mrs. Harmon, and my brother Ray, doing it in memory of my mother-in-law, Laura's mom, Diane King, who had ALS, and two of my aunts had ALS, Barbara and Sandra. Had some good friends. Miles, my boss's dad, Doyle Burdine, passed away from ALS, Phil Temp, and so many people.
Right.
So just want to do this in their memory and also in honor of Dale Boyd, who was on our show earlier today. And I want to challenge each of you to do this. I certainly want to challenge you to donate. Our 3 viewers. So we need more than that. All of my interns, anybody who's ever interned with me, my good friend Stu Fisher, Dirk Moore, Jantry Shoup, my co-workers, my good friend and co-host Laura Woods. I'm just going to challenge everyone to do this. If you don't do it, certainly go and donate to alstn.org. It's a great, great cause.
You didn't tell me that was part of it.
Oh, you did? What's on tape now?
All right, that's fine. That's it. Microphone's coming on.
There's no one else to challenge.
Nope. Thanks, sir. Please, have a seat.
Yes, let's make sure the microphone's okay.
Have a seat.
Now, Jason, our producer and director, you just get one shot at this. I hope the cameras are rolling.
Me too.
Count 3.
Count 3? Okay. Ready? 1, 2.